Thank you, Professor Amandeep Kaur, for introducing my humble introduction. So, I welcome all the participants to this afternoon session on aspects of curriculum design and implementation. So, my dear friends, as told by Madam Amandeep Kaur, that here at NITTTR Chandigarh, we have one curriculum development center. In Curriculum Development Center, we undertake this curriculum design and revision of various diploma, degree, and certificate courses at a national level and of various polytechnics, engineering colleges, boards, and universities. So, because this is a unique department and in very few institutions, these activities are done in curriculum development. So, I will be just having some aspects that how we can design a curriculum in a scientific and systematic way. Before that, I will request my dear participants that I would like to know about you that what is your branch and whether you have participated in any curriculum development workshop or how you are preparing your curriculum at your institution. Uh, Mr. Ankan Garg, can you just tell me that?
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
I am a lecturer at Commercial Art Department, Government Women's Polytechnic College, Jodhpur, and I have definitely designed curriculum at the government and the private sectors. Presently, at Polytechnic College, we have redesigned our curriculum and the syllabus, and I was part of the team. Apart from that, I have been at the lovely Professional University, and there also at Fine Art Department. I have done the same thing, sir. So a bit of experience, sir. Thank
Garg
you.
sir, when you have designed your curriculum in commercial art, what
Yes, sir.
steps you have followed?
Uh,
So that yes,
Sir, we first of all form a team of few very senior teachers and industry experts, and after that we do few exercises, and first of all we evaluate the type of student we are getting. So according to that, we design things. Say for example, we are running a diploma course, and we cannot be as similar to the degree courses student studying at very other universities. So we also study the people for whom we are going to design a curriculum. Then we also talk with the industry experts, industrialists, many, and talk about them, what about the requirement for so that so that the students who studied here can be consumed in the industry, and after that do some analysis job and start working from the scratch. So
very good, sir. That is how we will be elaborating it more. What about Dr. Aruna Maharolkar? Dr. Aruna, am I audible, sir? Dr. Aruna or Madam Jitinder Saini? Can you little bit tell about your background and Madam Jitinder Saini or Mr. Rohit Markan?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, sir. The board of study I have done in my department of MBA. There I had designed the curriculum for BBA as well as MBA program with the help of teachers as well as the invitees, outsiders from government universities. We had invited. Then board of members were there, and we have designed the curriculum. That curriculum was industry specific, the requirements of industry, was being taken care of. Alumni members were also being taken into consideration. Their opinions were taken, as well as the industry expert interactions were also there. And
Where
that
you are
was
working, sir? Where are you
CBCS
working?
system. We tried UGC CB choice based curriculum system.
CBCS.
CBCS, yes, sir.
Sir, where are you working?
Right now I'm working in CGC Jhanjeri near Mohali.
Mohali. Okay.
Yes,
Welcome. Thank you, sir. Then
welcome,
Dr.
sir.
Aruna, Dr. Aruna or Madam Jitinder Saini. So, thank you, my friends. Now, uh, you have rightly said that when we design any curriculum, we invite various experts from various stakeholders from industry as well as academia, and we follow a very systematic and scientific process in designing the curriculum. So, in this session, I will be discussing with you that what is the concept of curriculum and what is syllabus. Whether curriculum and syllabus are the same terms or these are two different terms. Then, what are the characteristics of a good curriculum? Is my PPT visible?
Yes, sir, it is visible, sir.
Yes,
Then,
sir, visible.
SK Gupta sir, sorry to interrupt you, but these sessions will be recorded and going on the YouTube channel. So I request you to kindly please make your presentation full screen, sir.
full screen.
Full screen, sir. Yes, sir.
Now,
You you can go to the slideshow mode, sir.
हाँ स्लाइड शो है ठीक है.
सर बॉटम राइट पे स्लाइड शो वाले आइकन पे क्लिक कर लीजिए. हाँ जी, हाँ जी. यस सर, यस सर. थैंक यू सो मच.
Then, my dear friends, in this session, we will be discussing what is the concept of curriculum and how it is different from syllabus. Then, characteristics of a good curriculum. Then, what are the various stages of curriculum development and domains of development which we are to follow while implementing the curriculum. So, first of all, my friends, concept of curriculum. As my dear friends has discussed that they prepare curriculum or they say syllabus. So, we mostly we mostly use interchangeably these two terms, curriculum as well as syllabus. So, I would like to know from you that whether curriculum and slaves are same terms or these are two different terms, because first of all it should be very clear. Garg sir, do you have any idea?
Pardon, sir?
uh, आपने करिकुलम और सिलेबस दो हमारी टर्म्स यूज करते हैं इंटरचेंजेबली,
Yes, sir.
तो वेदर दीज आर टू सेम टर्म्स और दीज आर टू डिफरेंट टर्म्स.
Uh, I would like to think on it, sir.
ओके मिस्टर अंकल
Yes,
सर.
sir.
हाँ, वेदर करिकुलम एंड सिलेबस आर सेम टर्म्स और दीज आर different terms.
Sir, I would like to talk on it a bit later. I would like to study on it.
Okay. Then, first of all, we will discuss that what is curriculum. It is an educational program designed to achieve specific educational objectives. Means we design a program by which we want to achieve specific educational objectives, because when we have this NBA accreditation, here we use PEOs, POs and COs. Program educational objectives, then program outcomes, then course outcomes. So a curriculum document which we design, it is for achieving your specific educational objectives, through which we try to achieve our specified educational objectives. Your PEOs, program educational objectives, your POs and your COs. So in curriculum, we state educational objectives, then detail out curriculum areas and contents, and also recommends what type of learning experiences are to be given to achieve the stated educational objectives. And we also give in this curriculum what will be the methodology of student evaluation for achieving the specified educational objectives. So when we design the curriculum, we see that how we can achieve our specified educational objectives, which we state, which we give before designing any curriculum, on the basis of which we design the curriculum. So it states your educational objectives, then details out curriculum areas. Details out curriculum areas means what type of subjects you will be teaching to achieve the specified educational objectives, and detailed contents in terms of your knowledge and skill or theory and practicals in every subject, and also recommends what type of learning experience should be given so that students are able to work in the industry or work in the world of work, and methodology of student evaluation for achieving the objective, and how to evaluate the students so that we can see whether the specified educational objectives has been achieved or not. So in a curriculum, it is a plan of intents about the learning outcomes, the processes, instructional and managerial, and resources in terms of your physical, human, financial, and information. Because when we prepare the curriculum, we give in this curriculum what will be your physical resources requirement, what will be your human resource requirement, what will be your financial, and what will be your informational requirements as per the All India Council for Technical Education, as per AICT, designed and implemented to obtain the specified goals of an education program for specified learners in a stipulated period of time. So when we design a curriculum, we see that we are to achieve specified goals of an educational program. What will your specified educational objectives for specified learners? Because if we take diploma holders, for diploma program, the specified learners will be 10 plus students, and for undergraduate students, the students will be 10 plus 2 in a stipulated period of time. Means for a diploma program it will be 3 years time, and for a undergraduate program it will be 4 years. So in this curriculum we give all these uh, contents so that our students are employable. So that our students are employable. So now, my dear friends, as I have used two terms, curriculum and syllabus. So we must be very clear that curriculum and syllabus are two different terms, but mostly we use it interchangeably, curriculum or syllabus. But these are two different terms. So what is syllabus? The term syllabus is only a part of curriculum, which means what is to be taught. What is to taught means your detailed contents in terms of your knowledge and skill and attitudes. Detailed contents comprising of concepts, principles, procedures, and practices to be taught to students. So in syllabus, we give detailed contents comprising of concept. Means we teach the students what are the concepts like current, voltage. These are concepts. When we have a relation of current and voltage, then it becomes your Ohm's law, Ohm's law principle. So your principle is will be Ohm's law, and application of Ohm's law, then that will be your practical procedures and practices to be taught to students. So your syllabus part is mainly the detailed contents of a curriculum area or a subject, while curriculum is a broad term, means which not only contains syllabus but the complete plan of action of teaching learning package. Teaching learning package means it is a total teaching plan, or it is a blueprint, total blueprint for your teaching learning process, in which we give all the what to teach, how to evaluate, all these things we give in curriculum, including student evaluation directed to achieve defined objectives in a stipulated time frame. So again and again we are talking about the defined objectives, defined educational objectives, which we are to achieve through this curriculum. So my dear friends, in in a layman's language, when we say that what is slaves, slaves means what to teach, your concept, principles, and procedures, what to teach. Then why to teach, how to teach, and how do we know we have taught. Means why to teach, what is the rationale, why we are teaching that particular subject. We give rationale, we give your learning outcomes or course outcomes, so that we can tell that why, while studying a subject, what will be, what you will be able to do, what will be your competencies, what type of competence should be developed in the students. So why to teach, then how to teach. We also give in curriculum instruction strategy, that what type of method should we use to teach that particular subject, that the student should be taken for an industrial visit, or some expert should be invited for delivering some expert lectures, or you should take for some industrial visit. So like that, we specify that what type of audiovisual aids you should use while teaching, and then methodology of your evaluation. So what to teach your slaves, and what to teach, why to teach, how to teach, and how do we know we have taught, that become your curriculum. So my dear friends, these are two different terms. We should be, uh, I think now you have understood, my dear friends. Yes? Any question, any query, my friends? Hello? Am I audible?
Yes, sir, things are clear, sir. It is
Hey?
clear, sir.
Now it is clear, sir? Okay. So then, so once we are clear that what is curriculum and what is slaves, so we must know that what are the characteristics of a good curriculum. So when we are to design a good curriculum, so some of the important characteristics are that it should be data based, it should be dynamic, it should be fully articulated, it should be realistic, then student oriented and explicit outcome, and at the same time it should be future oriented, means whatever we will be teaching, that also be used in the future, because the students which will be taking admission today, they will be going out after 4 years in a undergraduate program, and after 3 years in a diploma program. So my dear friends, we will discuss all these characteristics one by one. So first we will discuss that what should be the correct, what should be the data based. So my dear friends, when we are to design any curriculum, we should try to find out the requirements of the industry, whether there is a long range manpower requirements are there or not. As my friend from Jodhpur, he was telling that regarding commercial art, that they have invited various stakeholders from the industry, and they have taken the feedback that what are their requirements, so that we can prepare the students accordingly. So we are, before designing or revising any curriculum, we are to collect the data. Data in the sense that what will be the employment opportunities, because our technical courses, technical programs are employment oriented. So what will be the employment opportunities for a particular program? As I am civil engineering, I have done my civil engineering, so I will be giving some examples of from my branch. So when we prepare a program in civil engineering, so we see that what are the requirements of construction industry. In general, whether it is a private sector or government sector, whether they have long range requirements are there or not. So most important for the students, for the industry, for the teachers, that our students should be employable. Because if our students will not be employable, we will not be preparing our students through our curriculum. They are not getting employment, then there will be a problem. So we have to see that what are the employment opportunities available for our students. Then present and future technology development trends. Present and future technology. What developments are taking place in the present time and the coming time, because we are to teach our students also future technology. Why? Because after 4 years or after 3 years, when students will be going in the world of work means where any economic activity is taking place. So we are also to take care that our that this will be the scenario after 4 years or after 3 years. So our curriculum should be future oriented, means what technology are available presently and what will be the future technology to the extent possible. Then activities or competency profile of specific target group. If our students have to perform in a construction industry, that these are the activities, they will be supervising the construction activities, they will be preparing the tenders, or they will be supervising the concrete preparation. So what are the different activities which the students will be performing? When we go to any word of work, related word of work, then our students are doing some activities. So we observe those activities and then we try to analyze those activities in terms of knowledge, skill, and attitude. Suppose a student is supervising construction activities of a building. So, what type of knowledge means what type of theory or what type of skill should be developed in the students? So, accordingly, we analyze the activities and then we prepare the competency profile of specific target group. Competency profile means what type of competency should be developed in the students so that our students are getting those employments which presently they have. And then also, what are the existing facilities of technical education? Existing facilities of technical education, sometimes what happens that there is a not there is no demand in the market. There is already so many programs are being offered by various technical institutions in the in your branch. So we have to see also that what is the demand and supply. So we are to collect all the data before design or before revising any curriculum. As my one of my friend is from Rajasthan, so here I would also like to give one example that long back then when World Bank project was there, that a state they thought that they will be starting a program in desert technology, and when we try to find out that what will be the employment opportunities for the students of desert technology, then we found that there will be no opportunities for these students. Why? When we went to the employers, they told us that desert technology is nothing but stabilization of soil. You already have a program in civil engineering. You add 2-3 subjects in soil stabilization in that curriculum, and there ends the story. So, what is the use of starting a new program in desert technology? So, accordingly, we told the state that as there is no employment opportunities for these students, so we should not start this program. So, my dear friends, we should think at the same time that because when we are to start any program, crores of rupees are invested in your physical resources, in your human resources, in your information sources. So we have to think that whether this program will be of use or not, then and only then we have to start. So do you agree, my dear friends, with me?
Yes, sir.
Because now you have to see that whatever you are offering, that whether with that your students are getting sufficient employment or not. Because any curriculum which we are offering, if our students are not after passing that program, students are not getting employment, so we have to think that what we should do in our curriculum, what we should incorporate, we should delete and add so that our students are employable. Then we go to second characteristic, that is a dynamic. Dynamic means that our curriculum should not be static. When we will be having static curriculum, mean there are not no changes in the curriculum from 5 years, last 5 years, last 10 years. So our curriculum becomes obsolete. So we are to make provision for bringing modification from time to time as per the industry need, as per the your word of work need. And we can also add some electives in our curriculum so that as per the need of the industry, we can offer new and new courses. Now, presently, we are preparing curriculum for 2-3 states, and there we are offering various electives to take care of that students learn the latest things, or students learn the whatever interest they have, because in every branch there may be some specializations. So we will be offering different electives, and students can take those electives. Now, even as you know that there is a our new national education policy NEP 2020, they also talk that the students should be offered programs as per their choice, as per their interest, and even students can exit after first year, do some job or some, they may have some problems, and then after some time they can rejoin second year, complete second year, and then come in the third year. So there is a multi entry and exit in every program. our national education policy talks about that students should be offered number of programs. There may be some multidisciplinary programs, open electives. If a student wants that, he wants to have a subject on music, he can have that music or NCC or your uh, program on arts or program on law. So all these things are coming to our curriculum so that our curriculum becomes dynamic. Then it should be fully articulated. My dear friends, if you have any doubt, you can stop me so that it is clear to you. Ankan Garg sir, is it clear to you?
Yes, sir. Things are very clear, sir.
What about Mr. Rohit ji,
Yes,
Professor?
sir. Clear.
If you have any doubt, you can stop me and you can ask your question.
Right,
And
sir.
Dr. Aruna, I think he is not, she or she is not there. So it should be fully articulated. Means there should be logical sequencing of subjects. When we prepare semester subjects, first semester, second semester, third semester, fourth semester, like that, then we are to see that there is a logical flow from one semester to second. Mean we are to include the subjects from simple to complex, known to unknown. And there should be logical sequencing. Like if I want to teach a subject on structural mechanics to a student of civil engineering, then before that I will have to teach that applied mechanics to the student so that they can understand the structural mechanics. So in your branch also, sometimes when you prepare semester wise scheme, then there should be a logical flow from one semester to second semester. Mean sometimes teachers, when we conduct a workshop, sometimes teachers talk that they can teach any subject anywhere. It is not so. We are to prepare a logical instructional flow from one semester to second, second to third, like that. So that first students understand the best things and then they understand the higher order things. Then the curriculum should be realistic. Mean whatever we prepare, that should be feasible to implement, because we are preparing our curriculum that should focus on the development of job related competencies. Job related competencies, because we may be preparing curriculum for an undergraduate program, we may be preparing a curriculum for diploma program. So we are to see that what are the requirements of that students of diploma program or students of a degree program. So we cannot say that same thing should be offered whether it is a degree program or whether it is a diploma program. So accordingly, we are to see that whatever we are incorporating our curriculum should be implementable, should be feasible to implement. Sometimes, but some teachers say that they want to include some contents of degree program in the diploma, which are not required by the diploma holder students. Similarly, otherwise also. So we are to see that whatever we prepare, it should be feasible to implement. I'm not saying that we should not make the changes in the curriculum. we should make the changes, positive changes in the curriculum, but as per the profile of the students, as per the requirements of the program. Because if we talk about a diploma program, here we have less depth, more width. But in undergraduate program, we have less width, but more, we go to more depth. So accordingly, we have to see that these programs, as per their job competencies, job related competencies, we prepare the curriculum. Then student oriented. So here, my dear friends, we have to see that how our students are benefited. Benefited means how we will be able to develop job specific competencies in the students for their gainful employment. We are always see sometimes when we prepare a curriculum, many teachers say that this should not be included, this should be avoided, students will not understand or like that. But here I will discuss with you that whatever requirements of the industry, whatever requirements of the world of work are there, we have to see that our students becomes employable. If we will, sometimes teachers say that they may have written some books or they may have prepared some notes. If we will change the curriculum, then they will have to change their books or they will have to change their notes. So, my dear friends, sometimes there are a lot of heated exchanges also during the workshop that no, this should not be included in the curriculum. There may be some vested interest when we prepare the curriculum. So, whenever we invite any stakeholder in the curriculum workshop, we have to see that they are not biased. We have to see that how our students will be benefited. Our students should be in the forefront. That yes, if we incorporate these contents in our curriculum, then students will be benefited. They will be getting more employments opportunities. So then it should give explicit outcome. Explicit outcome means when we prepare our curriculum, then we also write our learning outcomes. That by doing this, these competencies will be developed in the students. So, my dear friends, because curriculum is very important, it is important for our students because our students will be knowing that why why he is studying these subjects, what type of competency will be developed in them, what will be the learning outcome of this subject, why he is studying this subject. And then also teacher knows that why he is teaching that subject, means what type of learning outcomes or what type of competencies I am supposed to develop in our students. It is also important for the employer because from this curriculum, employer will be knowing that what type of competencies has been developed in the students. So, my dear friends, we have to see that there are maximum there are maximum outcomes are given in the curriculum from which students, teachers, and employers know that these are the competencies which have been developed in the students through various subjects, various detailed contents. Then it should be future oriented. Means because technology is changing very fast. Whatever we are teaching today, if it is not required after 3 years or 4 years or after 5 years, then there is no use of teaching that technology. So we have to see that our whatever we are teaching, that should be valid at least for 5 years, because we cannot teach everything on the earth in these 3 years or 4 years, but we can prepare our students like this, that they have learning to learn capabilities, learning to learn skills in them. So, like if we talk about your computer, the shelf life of a curriculum of a computer engineering is 1 to 2 years. Means after every year, new technology, new softwares are coming. So sometimes what happens that if our curriculum is not as per the latest technology available, then students will have to go to the some other learning for other, you can say some coaching centers or like that, because in many cities I have seen that, because they are not getting that from our curriculum which are required by the industry, so they have to go for extra tuitions, extra coaching from other sources. So we have to see that from time to time our curriculum is updated as per the requirements of the industry, of the employers. So, my dear friends, these are the some of the important characteristics which I have discussed. So, if you have any doubt, any question, you are most welcome. Yes, sir. Any question,
Oh, sir, not from my side.
Mr. Rohit? I think we are going on the right track. ठीक है, sir.
Yes, sir. Right.
So, any question or any query?
No, no, sir.
So then we go to the. So now I will be discussing with you that what is the curriculum development process. Because at NITTTR Chandigarh we have one full-fledged this curriculum development center. So here we use very systematic and scientific process for designing the curriculum. So as we have discussed that it is the curriculum document based on which our entire teaching learning is planned, implemented, and evaluated. Means in your department, whatever you want to purchase, you want to procure, your HOD, your director, your principal will ask that where it is written in the curriculum, where it is written in the curriculum. So it is a like blueprint, total blueprint for any teaching learning process, based on which everything is planned, implemented, and evaluated. So there are basically four stages of curriculum development. One is your need analysis stage, second is your curriculum design stage, and third is curriculum implementation stage, and fourth is your curriculum evaluation stage. So, my dear friends, it is like this that first, before starting any program, we try to establish the need of that particular program. Need nurses test means, in simple words, that whether there is a need of that particular program or not. We all know that when there was a expansion of technical education, every institution was starting program in computer education, computer science, or electronics engineering. So, without establishing any need. So now we have to see whether it is really required or not by the world of work, by the industry, by the employer. So, first of all, we establish the need of a particular program. Once we have established the need, from where we will establish the need? From the employer. That we will discuss. Then that from once you have established the need of that particular program, we go to the design stage. Means we prepare the document. We give your all that program outcomes, your course outcome, and then the detailed contents, and we also give all your resources requirement in when we design the program. Whatever has been collected when we have done this need analysis stage, we all those things given this design stage. Once the curriculum has been designed, then we go to the implementation stage. Means how the curriculum will be implemented. Once the program has implementation of the program has been started, then we go to the fourth stage, that is evaluation stage. In the evaluation stage, we evaluate the implementation of the curriculum, and whatever points comes to our uh, whatever points we find out through this all these stages, that we reassess. Reassess means we then start again. We start again the revision of the program. So, my dear friends, these are the four stages: need analysis stage, design stage, implementation stage, and evaluation stage. So, first of all, what is need analysis stage? We have already discussed this need analysis stage. In the need analysis stage, we try to find out that what will be the employment opportunities for a particular program, maybe your long range requirement or maybe your short range requirements. That these are the opportunities for our students. Then we also try to find out the technological developments that in the industry, in the world of work, in that particular field, what are the technical developments, what are the latest developments. Then what type of activities are being performed by our target group, like students of degree program or students of diploma program. What type of activities they are performing? Once we have decided that yes, sufficient employment opportunities are there, so we will be going for designing the program. So we try to find out the activities. Then we analyze the activities in your knowledge and skill and attitude, KSA. From there, we prepare the competency profile. That these are the competencies which must be developed in the students to get these employments. And then what will be the present employment trends and what will be the future employment trends. So we try to find out from various agencies which are working on this, that what will be their present employment trends and what will be their future employment trends, so that we are very much clear that what we should incorporate in our curriculum and what we should not incorporate in our curriculum. Once we have established the need, then we go to the curriculum design stage. So when we design the curriculum, actually, for designing the curriculum, there are basically three approaches. One is individual needs approach, and secondly, your subject specialization approach, and third is social demand and job analysis approach. So at NITTTR Chandigarh, we use that social demand and job analysis approach. Means we analyze the jobs, we analyze the that employment scenario, because in technical education these are employment oriented programs. So at NITTTR we use this job analysis approach. So in this approach, first of all, when we are to design any curriculum, first of all we will be stating constraints. There may be some constraints from the State Board of Technical Education or from your affiliating universities, that yes, program should be on annual pattern, the program should be on semester pattern, program will be 3 years duration, program will be 2 years duration, program will be 4 year duration, or this will be an integrated program, 5 year program. So like that, whatever constraints are from board or your affiliating university, we follow those. Accordingly, we start the designing the curriculum. Then activity analysis. In need analysis, we have identified that what will be the activities at workplace. So here we analyze the activities in terms of your knowledge, skill, and attitude. That if this activity is being done, like a civil engineer will be supervising the construction of a building, so what will be the activities he will be performing while supervising the construction activities, construction of a building. So we analyze those activities into knowledge, skill, and attitude. Then we give your curriculum objectives. Mean, so we prepare based on your activity analysis. We prepare the your program outcomes. That these are the program outcomes or curriculum objectives which we will be trying to achieve through this particular curriculum. So in our curriculum, we write all those curriculum objectives after activity analysis. Then we prepare the curriculum areas. Means if we are to achieve this learning outcome, we have to build this competency in our student, then this will be the curriculum area. Means this will be a subject which should be taught to the students. Like a curriculum objective or a learning outcome is that the student should be able to communicate after studying this curriculum. The student should be will be able to communicate with others. So what will be the curriculum areas? How we will be achieving this learning outcome or your curriculum objective, that we will be teaching the students a subject on English and communication skill. Or I can say that a student of civil engineering should be able to read and interpret the engineering drawings, because engineering drawing is the language of the engineers. So he or she should be able to will be able to read and interpret the engineering drawing. So what will be your curriculum area? If we want to get that competency in the students, then curriculum area will be your engineering graphics or engineering drawing. So like that, we draw the all the subjects in that particular branch. After the curriculum areas or curriculum subjects has been identified, then we prepare the detailed contents of every subject in terms of your knowledge and skill. So how that you can identify? So to prepare the detailed contents, we prepare one is decompose and second is Delphi technique. Decompose in decompose, we invite all the experts at one place and then we hold workshops to decide the contents. While in Delphi technique, we collect the feedback through mailed questionnaire, maybe through email or maybe through your post like that. We prepare all those contents. At NITTTR Chandigarh, mostly we use this DECOM approach, means developing a curriculum. There is a one full session on this curriculum design. So I will be just briefing you that how we prepare. Then time requirement, because as per AICT, there are 40 hours per week, and out of that 4 to 6 hours are for your student center activities. So generally we prepare our curriculum for 35 hours per week. So we cannot give unlimited time to any subject. So as per the constraint of time in a semester, we distribute time to the various subjects so that our total time does not exceed our as per ACT norms. Then we prepare horizontal and vertical organization. Horizontal and vertical organization, there is a logical sequencing of the subjects. At one page, we prepare that full organization, that these are the subjects, this is the time, and in one semester, which subjects he will be studying, and what will be the total time in that semester. Accordingly, we prepare the study and evaluation scheme. That what will be the lecture, tutorial, and practicals, and what will be the weightage to the internal weightage as well as your external weightage. So all this we prepare study and evaluation scheme during this design program. Then we also give selection of appropriate methods and media. As I have already said that how to teach that subject. So we also give instruction strategy in every subject so that there is a effective teaching of that particular subject. Then एक यूट्यूब यहाँ के लिए मिला होगा नहीं चलेगा. Resources required. Then we are to also give in this curriculum resources requirement as per AICT. Because when any institution goes for MBA accreditation, then they see that whether you have resources as per ASCT or not. Resources can be your physical resources, your human resources, your informational resources, and your financial resources. So all these things are given in a curriculum. So my dear friends, now you must have understood that what is the difference between curriculum and slaves. So in this curriculum, we give all these things, while in slaves only detailed contents in terms of theory and practicals are there. So once the curriculum has been designed, then we go to the next stage, that is curriculum implementation stage. My dear friends, any question till this? Any question, my dear friends? Are you with me?
Yes, sir, we are here only, sir.
So any question or any query?
Not
Do
from
you
my side.
follow,
No, sir. Yes,
as Garg sir, you have said that you have designed that program. Do you have you followed all these steps?
yes, sir. Some of them.
Some of them. So
Hmm.
now exactly you will be knowing that what steps should be followed.
Yes, sir.
So these are the various steps which should be followed by while designing any curriculum. Then next is your curriculum implementation. Once the curriculum have been designed, then it is handed over to your directorate or board or your affiliating university. So after you get the curriculum, first of all, you should try to analyze the curriculum. That what new things have been added, what new subjects, what new contents, what new labs, what new resources has been added. So we are to harness the resources. Means because we cannot procure all those resources in 1 year or in one semester. So we have to plan that we will be procuring the resources in some phases as per the need of the curriculum. Then utilizing optimum utilization of resources. That whatever resources you have, whether you are utilizing those resources optimally or not, that is also very important while implementing the curriculum. Then networking with industry, because this is very important, that when you try to implement the curriculum, what type of network you have with the industry, whether you have proper network with the industry, because ultimately our students are to go to the industry. So we have seen that the institutions which do not have proper networking with the industry, their students are not employed, they do not get the gainful employment. So if we have to implement our curriculum effectively, then we must have our some interaction, some network with the industry. Then teaching learning process, whether our teaching is being converted to the learning, that is very important while implementing the curriculum, because I may be teaching anything, but if it is not being converted to the learning, means students are not able to grasp, students are not learning those things, then there is no fun of teaching those things. So we are to see that whatever we teach, that learning takes place. That is very important while implementing the curriculum, because there is a one full-fledged session on this curriculum implementation. So I am just telling you some uh, briefly that how we this curriculum should be implemented. Then student evaluation, very very important, because if the students are not evaluated properly, because even our AICT has given very this uh, one book on recent reforms in evaluation, and I think if you can follow those reforms, those guidelines given by AICT, I think definitely our evaluation will be good, because sometimes we teach them some very easy things, and we also ask the very easy things in the question in the examination. So students think that they have done sufficient. So there is a saying that if you want to change the system, then you must change your evaluation system. So that sometimes we see that some teachers may not be teaching very good, but they are very good in evaluation. So students prepare accordingly. So we have must have some good evaluation techniques, so that whatever we are teaching, that should be properly evaluated. Then I will not be discussing this because of this. Now I come to your curriculum evaluation. And fourth stage is your curriculum evaluation. One is formative evaluation and second is your summative evaluation. Can because we all are doing this formative evaluation and summative evaluation. Any friend? Yes. Any idea that what is this formative evaluation and summative evaluation? Madam Jitinder Kaur? No response. So, my dear friend, that formative evaluation is nothing but it is a continuous evaluation, and your summative evaluation is evaluation at the end of the semester. But here we are talking about the curriculum evaluation. So, what is curriculum? What is this formative curriculum evaluation? Formative curriculum evaluation means when you are implementing the curriculum, then you are to evaluate that whether there is a problem in our that need analysis stage, whether there was any problem in design stage, or there is some problem in the curriculum implementation stage. So we are continuously evaluating our curriculum, and your summative curriculum evaluation is at the end of the implementation of the curriculum for 3 years or for 4 years. If an undergraduate program is there, after the curriculum has been implemented for 4 years, then we do summative evaluation. That what were the problems at various stages? Means, was there any problem in need analysis stage? Was there problem in curriculum design stage or in implementation stage? So we have summative evaluation means once the curriculum has been designed, has been implemented fully, then we evaluate the curriculum, and then we go for the revision of the curriculum or design for the curriculum. So this is briefly, my dear friends, I have discussed with you about the uh, aspects of curriculum design and implementation. So in this, first of all, we have discussed, my dear friend, that what is curriculum, what is syllabus, what are the important characteristics of a good curriculum, and then what are the four stages of curriculum development, that is your need analysis stage, your curriculum design stage, your curriculum implementation stage, and fourth is your curriculum evaluation stage. So that is all from my side. And if you have any question, any query, you are most welcome.